Hi everybody, this is Tutorials, and today we are going to create this drop logo in Adobe Illustrator. And this tutorial was inspired by this brilliant work of Swedish web designer and graphic designer Gustav Ögren. His drop logo mark has plenty of visual appeal and very natural look. We'll create this logo with simple shapes like rectangles and circles, and we are going to do that right now. So let's start with a new document. Go to File, New. I'm gonna size this document with 1920 at 1080, and as always I wanna uncheck this Align Art to Pixel Grid, and I'm going to increase the row size of my layers so everybody can see them easily. Last my preparation step, I'm gonna grab these gradients and place it like so. So let's start with the rectangle tool. Go to your rectangle tool, hit on your artboard, and here we need to set the width of our rectangle to 400 pixels and set the height of our rectangle to 400 pixels, and click OK to produce this rectangle. And I'm gonna align that to artboard, align them horizontally and vertically to the center. And then I want to grab my rectangle and holding Shift key rotate it to my left on 45 degrees, like so. So we have now rotated rectangle. And next step, we need to produce some duplicates of this rectangle. Click on the selection icon to open the Move dialog box. Set the horizontal value to 0 and set the vertical value to 130 pixels. I'll click Copy. This will produce this result, and then we need to Ctrl D or Command D to repeat this operation. So we have 3 rectangles, and I want to set the fill of this rectangle to none. Stroke I leave with the black, and I leave the stroke weight to 1 pixels. And I'm gonna right mouse click to open the dialog box and group them. And I'm going to align this group both horizontally and vertically to the center of my artboard. So we have 3 stacked rectangles. And next we need to create a circle. To create a circle, go to your ellipse tool and hit on your artboard, and here make sure that you link between width and height and set your width to 400 pixels, exactly the same that your rectangle was. And I'm gonna align this both horizontally and vertically to my center. As you can see, we have our droplet shape now, and we need to create a small droplet shape inside here. So you can either size this circle and put it inside this square, or we can go to the ellipse tool, hit on our artboard and set the width of our circle to 217 pixels and click OK, and then align them both horizontally and vertically to the center. And as you can see, this circle is sitting inside this small square. Last step, we need to create a couple of rectangles, and this is where we have 2 approaches. One approach for previous version of Adobe Illustrator, where you can't easily adjust your corner radius, and for recent version Adobe Illustrator CC. So I working in Adobe Illustrator CC, and I want to create a rectangle like so. Then I want to, holding Shift key, rotate it on 45 degrees, scale a little bit my artwork, and make sure that your smart guides is turned on, so Ctrl Y, Command Y to turn your smart guides on. Then I want to place this rectangle like here on the one side of this central square, and then I want to increase the size, increase the height of this rectangle like so. So it's cover all the width of this middle square. I want to ungroup this composition. Go to my direct selection tool and select this anchor point and this anchor point, and I want to grab to this bullet to round the corners of these anchor points. Then I want to reduce the stroke weight, it's too large. Hit Ctrl Y, Command Y to see whether my rectangle is perfectly sitting on my square, and I think it's not. I want to scale my artboard and adjust the width of our rectangle, then scale down with Ctrl minus, Command minus, and hit Ctrl Y to leave the outline mode. Then I want to select this rectangle with selection tool and go to my reflect tool or click O on my keyboard, and then holding Alt or Option key, click on this point, top point of my bottom square, like so, and make sure that you reflecting around the vertical axis and click copy to produce this result. So we have now this very interesting droplet and a little droplet inside, and we get to the point, to the most important part of our tutorial, where we need to create several circles and place it very accurate inside this shape. So to create a circle, go to your ellipse tool, hit on your artboard and set the width of your circles to 180 pixels and height to 180 pixels. Click OK to produce this result. And now we need to Ctrl Y, Command Y to enter the outline mode. Then we need to scale our artwork with Ctrl plus, Command plus. Then we need to seat this circle on our largest one with 400 pixels width and height, our first circle. Ctrl plus, maybe Ctrl plus, Command plus a little bit more. So it's this circle should sit on our largest circle, and this circle should also touch this side of our top rectangle. Let me show you this square, and the bottom right side of the square should cross the middle of this circle, like so. I think it's sitting quite well now, but I can be sure only if I grab my shape builder tool. So we need to produce a duplicate, hold Alt or Option key and place this circle like so. So place this circle on this side of the top square. This duplicate should touch our largest circle. So place it like so. I think I place it quite right. Let me scale my artwork. No, it's not quite enough. As you can see, we have a space here. And now I have intersection here. Well, okay. I'm quite happy with this result, despite of this little intersection. The final result should be okay. And last, hold Alt or Option key and drag this circle to your bottom right. And then I want to place it like so, so it's sitting on our largest circle, and it's touching with the top left side of our bottom rectangle. You can see this rectangle here. There is our bottom rectangle, this is our side, and this should touch this rectangle and sitting on this circle. If we have done all right, we need to select all of them with our selection tool, go to our shape builder tool, and then we need to simply make this shape like so, and then simply make this null. We need to Ctrl Z, Command Z, go to this circle and adjust this placement. Push it a little bit to the left, to the right, I'm sorry. Create this shape. Yes, create this shape as well. Create this shape and create this shape as well. So we have our shapes. And I'm happy with this result. Maybe I need some adjustment here. I need to delete unnecessary points, but before we start to adjust our shapes, we need to delete all unnecessary styles outside, then grab this stuff and delete all unnecessary stuff inside. And I want to select this largest shape holding Shift key, and I want to drag it like so on my right, and then select all of these designs and delete them, get rid of them with backspace. So now I want to Ctrl Y, Command Y to leave my outline mode, and I want to give them a gradients like so. Nothing special with these gradients, it's just simply a two color stopwatch gradients. One color is more bright and less saturated, and another color is more saturated and less bright. And gradients of these shapes on the bottom has three colors. I built all of them with similar approach. So my gradient in the middle, as you can see, is less saturated and more bright than on my sides. So I have done it, and I think I need to grab my gradient tool, click G, and select it like so, then align it like so, and maybe align these gradients as well. So after we adjusting our shape here and setting our gradients, I want to adjust a little bit the droplet negative space by deleting a couple of anchor points. One of them, so go to your delete anchor point tool and delete this point, it's unnecessary, and do the same here. So we're deleting clean up a little bit our shape. And next step, we need to create a new layer, create a duplicate of this shape with Ctrl C, Ctrl F, and paste it on my new layer. And I want to lock this layer so it doesn't interfere with our original file. And I think I need to toggle visibility to make it invisible. Then I want to set the fill to none of our duplicate, clicking on this slash and select stroke and give it a black stroke. So we have a duplicate of our shape. To create these shadows is quite difficult, but I choose this approach. So select this shape on your bottom left, grab your rotate tool, holding Alt or Option key, rotate it on 2 degrees. Click copy to produce a copy, and now we need to drag the bounding box to make this copy a little bit larger than our original file, so its copies go beyond our original file. But we have this nice intersection between them, and I want to grab this intersection with my shape builder tool and select it. I want to grab this and select it like so. So I need this intersection. To create a shadow on top, I choose another approach, holding Alt or Option key, create a duplicate of this layer, and then with my shape builder tool select this part, and the last here I want to select this path and go to my rotate tool, clicking Alt or Option key on this point and move it to -2 degrees to achieve this result. And I want to copy and select both of them, maybe delete this. Here I have unnecessary part. Let me scale a little bit. Select all of them and produce this result with my shape builder tool. Ctrl Y, Command Y to leave the outline mode. I want to delete all of them. They are all sitting very well. I need to give them a color, so unlock them, select all of them by clicking on this bullet on your new layer, and swap fill and stroke. Then give them a new fill by double clicking on this square, and I want to very desaturated blue color. Set it like here. It's almost gray, as you can see. And then I want to go to my transparency panel. If you can find your transparency panel, go to Windows Transparency. And then I want to change the blending mode from normal to multiply to produce this result. We're almost done. Then I want, holding Alt or Option key, produce a copy of this path, and I want to drag it, rotate it on 180 degrees, place it like so, and maybe adjust a little bit my placement here, place it like so. So we have our final design. If you like this tutorial, please do not hesitate to thumb up, subscribe, share it with your friends. Thank you for following to the end. I wish you a nice day. I will come back to you very soon.